So if you remember last week's video, we traveled 109 miles from Statter Harbor in Juneau to Baranof Warm Springs, and that was quite an adventure. We had the time of our lives. So in this video, we're going to go from Baranof to Angoon. That's about 35 miles, and we're going to stop there and get some gas and see one of my friends, Jimmy. Then we're going to leave Angoon and go to Hoonah, which is approximately 64 miles, and we're going to go check out the sights there. Alright, so we are just now leaving Baranof Warm Springs. We had a great time there. If you are interested in watching this video afterwards, I'll leave a link down in the description. We are headed to Angoon now. One of my friends that was my bunkmate at the mine, he lives in Angoon, so we're going to go visit him for a little bit and say hello. First time for us being in Angoon. We had to do some adjusting. It was a little bumpier than we were expecting. So putting some eggs back there so they don't slide around and get cracked. Right there. Oh, good dog. Oh, that coming right for us. Good.
What?
It's right in front of us.
Turn your engine. Yeah, your engine's on, right?
So what's the good news and what's the bad news?
Are you putting this on
good
your
news
YouTube?
is that my buddy Brian Riggins is here. The bad news is the fuel station's broken.
That's no bueno. So I have 30 gallons here, and I was gonna try to put another 30 in, but if you have some, then I'll just buy what you have, if that's, or whatever you feel like comfortable selling.
When we get you tied up, we'll go for a ride, cruise around, we'll see if they actually end up opening up. Because what's happening is the GCI's out here, and they,
Whatever they're
you know
doing.
about GCI, they have the word, yeah.
Whatever they're doing.
Whatever they doing, shut down the
Oh my gosh.
payment system.
Oh, gotcha.
But
You can't pay with cash no more because everything's computerized. People don't know how to, you know, add on your fingers.
Exactly.
All right, cool. We'll hop out and pull around and then tie up.
So pretty much, I could just go with you if you want.
Yeah, sure.
My wife can just come pick us up in the van.
Yeah, that'd
We
be.
can pick out a spot over there.
Yeah.
Over there somewhere. Does that work, babe?
That's my buddy Jimmy. Hey, that's my buddy Jimmy right there. We were bunkmates.
That's right, man. Those were good times.
Bunkmates forever.
I gotta convince you to come back.
So, explain to us why we have to fill up like this.
Well, the fuel dock is deteriorating, so they had to shut it down so that they don't have a pump down at the dock anymore. So everybody has to pack all their gas in jugs.
Yeah. Were they going to, do you think they'll ever have the funds to build up the dock again and get the...
I don't know. They're
Well, this
trying.
was a privatized dock, right?
They're trying to sell the fuel station, so it'll probably have to be the next owner.
Gotcha, okay.
Is there a credit card thing?
Yeah.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Come here, I'll show you. So you just you take your card and you slide it like that.
Chip side facing this way.
I think that's gotta be up.
Chip side facing
Yeah.
this way.
Color will be right there, babe. Then we're gonna select hose. I'm gonna select hose 1. You gotta press enter. And we'll just go B gallons. We'll just say 30.
How many gallons is B?
It's off.
John on his phone.
Perfect. $5.65 a gallon.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Not bad.
I thought it was going to be $9.
I think cake might be that close. I was gonna ask you to see if my dad would go grab my truck and fill up my cans for me.
We can go get them. There's not bullet holes in it, so I guess that's plus.
House.
All right, now listen, we need to talk.
About what?
You're from Utah.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you end up here in Alaska?
A dating website.
Well, it seems like you found a nice guy.
Uh-huh.
No, they won't.
Brian.
So, do you have a city police?
We have a VPSO. And that's
Oh,
a village public safety officer.
Yeah.
And they work for the state. They're a detachment of the troopers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he lives here year round?
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to call somebody in if there's a...
Yeah, the troopers have to come because he really only does like misdemeanors.
He's like a referee.
Yeah.
Okay,
kinda,
gotcha.
yeah.
Gas can belong. They'll be like, what is that guy doing? What'd you call it?
Travel office.
Yeah, the
That's the
ACA.
tribal office. ACA?
Yep, Angoon Community Association.
Angoon Community Association. Listen, that's Jimmy's house? That's right, with the unicorn.
Directions to all the places you need to go.
You guys calling the
I did
Juneau?
not agree to this.
You're fine.
I'll see if I'll edit
You
you
look
out.
good.
We'll see. My sugar snuggles. So, what's the medical facility like here?
So we have a clinic that's owned by Search, and they have some physician's assistants that work there.
So you have PAs.
They have PAs.
Yeah.
But no doctors. They have a doctor that comes in maybe twice a year, does checkups on everybody.
Dentist?
Dentists come once a year, sometimes twice.
They come more than that.
Twice a year maybe.
Yeah.
So they make rotations out here, but the only people we have here all the time is a physician's assistant, which is a lot better than what we used to have. We used to just have health aides.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but then they finally got some permanent physician's assistants.
So,
And they have two usually, sometimes only one.
So
What?
if something goes wrong, and you do people just kind of take flights to Juneau and see the
They
doctor?
call the Coast Guard all the time. They if you got a
it's
scratch,
serious.
they're medevacing you, man.
Well,
No.
the chopper's here and it's right across the street in Sitka, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're in Sitka.
That's nice.
And I don't know how long of a flight it is for them, but it's about a 4-hour boat ride from here.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm facing the wrong way. Are you guys getting something from the store?
No, we're not.
What are you getting?
I don't know.
Angoon Trading. If they don't got it, you don't need it. Sold everything he had.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow. That current is ripping out there.
It is.
You're Brian.
Yeah, my name's Brian.
And what are you doing?
Built my own place after working law enforcement up here in the wonderful community of Angoon. On the side, I was building my own homestead. Now we have chickens, goats, we have our own little cabin, and just completely off grid. It is amazing.
Great
That
way to
is
live.
awesome.
It is hard work, which I know you two are very well aware of. So yes, but
It's
it's
so
very
rewarding.
enjoyable. It's so rewarding.
It is.
So
Yeah.
rewarding.
Well, it's so great
Yeah,
to meet you.
yeah, ditto. I can't
Yeah,
believe you're here right now.
Well-
He just mentioned you like.
I think you have them.
Hey.
Don't have my phone on me. I showed pictures of my.
Going to sleep.
Eating some food and
So,
Yeah,
if you have ever been to a small town,
Just getting off.
this is a small town. This is like when you pull into the store and a pickup truck drives up and everybody knows everybody and you sit down and talk for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I love it. That's the way small towns are, and I
Yeah.
love it.
spend a lot of your day bullshitting with people, that's for sure. My wife gets on me about it all the time.
He's like, I'll be back in a little bit. 2 hours later.
This is the head start.
go ahead and start.
Yeah.
So what's the little building right there?
The brown building, that's the city office.
That's city office or
Yeah.
city hall?
City office.
Both.
That's
City
city hall, city office.
It's both. Everything's in there.
Oh, there's the post office.
Post office. I'll take you by
Did you
there.
really?
Yeah.
So this is your search clinic here,
The clinic, yep.
and this is the
And I only
Post
got,
office.
that's the
I
post
only
office.
got 2 hours. I worked every other Saturday, so it was like 6 hours. Like.
Okay, there was a little situation about 3 days ago.
Is that really recent?
Yeah, they had a couple kids getting her cleaned up. They were cleaning the police car and well, they set her on fire. Yeah, they were playing with
I'm not
flares or
laughing.
something in there.
There was some
Yeah.
flares in there. And they lit
They,
them off.
oh my gosh.
The kids lit it up, man.
And that was just, and look at all them fire extinguishers right next to it. Not one of them used.
Oh no, they got used.
They got used. I think they might have.
That's why
They
they're
were all laying out
Oh.
here that day it happened.
That's why they're sitting there, because they need to be refilled.
Oh my
Yeah, that's
gosh.
the post office. That's
Life in
nice,
Angoon. Oh, hold on. And there's the post office. And so what's the, what, hold
Think they
on.
got grounded?
Oh yeah. What's the population here?
Right around 400 people.
400 people.
Yep.
And so the gas station has a credit card machine.
Yep.
Now I knew you and Tisha were arguing about, at one point in time, did you not have a credit card machine in
Yeah, the
yours?
credit card machine's only about a year old. They just got it.
So it was
Like at the pump.
at the pump, yeah.
At the pump.
So you used to have to just go inside and pay, and you could pay cash or check or credit card in there.
Because y'all was arguing about which one's more country,
Yeah.
Angoon or Hoonah, and he's
Well,
like,
you guys are headed to Hoonah tonight. You
Oh,
let me know
really?
when you get there.
Yeah.
You'll tell a big difference. Well, Hoonah there, she's a little city.
oh yeah.
Yeah, they got lots of tourism there now. Lots of money.
Well, yeah. So
Money coming
what
in.
about tourism? Because you've got a ferry dock.
Yeah, we got a ferry dock, but it's not big enough for cruise ships or anything like that. It's barely big enough for the LeConte.
So that's basically just for the Alaska Highway.
yeah, it's
ferries?
just for the ferry, yeah. Yep.
So what about excursion ships? Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, y'all need to build a bigger dock.
With what money?
It's not money.
Yeah.
This city is very
That's
poor.
where you're. So how many churches are here?
4.
I seen one up on the hill, but it looked a little.
That one's not operational anymore.
Yeah, it looked a little
That's the
derelict.
Russian Orthodox Church.
Oh really?
Beautiful looking church.
Yeah.
I wish they would restore it. I'm not Russian Orthodox, but I'd probably go up there just because it's beautiful.
Yeah, it looked really cool. What were you gonna say about the?
Oh, this is like, they call this the new housing, but it's not really new anymore. But that's a low income housing. So this is where all the low income housing's
That's
at.
the senior center.
And that's the senior center right there.
Wait a minute. That is awesome. So what's the wait time on the senior center? The senior. That's senior center
Well, so
or
this-
senior assisted living.
So that side of the street is all senior housing. So yeah, that is for seniors to live.
So is there a waiting list?
Not really. I think you could get in right now if you wanted to.
Really?
Yeah. And so part of the deal with the VPSO, one of the ways they get them to come here is they pay for the rent, and so they live up here. The VPSOs live up here.
And they got a nice Silverado.
Yep. And I think Clinket Hyda pays for the housing part.
So that's the water treatment or water storage?
Water storage.
So is the water treated?
Yeah,
is
it's treated out at the lake, out the road, and then it's pumped into town.
And then so they store it here, pump it out the road, treat it.
No, that's treated water. That's in
Okay,
those
so that
tanks.
it gets treated, then pumped to town here. Okay,
Yep.
Our water comes from the lake.
Yeah, we get it from the lake. It comes from the lake.
nice. And what about sewage?
Yeah, we got sewage. It's down here.
They just put in a new.
It's like a lagoon system.
Like a poop mixer?
It's kind of like a big septic tank.
Yeah. Then yeah. Kind of like a big septic tank.
They had to like move all the
He
power.
just bought that case
They
of
had
water.
to like.
You see that case of water you got? Those are the cases of water from Costco you get for like $6 or $7.
Yeah.
They sell them for like $34 down here at the store.
Hey man, you got to turn a profit.
You do.
Somebody had to go get that water. What's that big building?
And you got to ship it out here. There's a lot of cost
This
involved.
is the Salvation Army.
You got to pay employees
nice.
to pack it. That used to be the clinic.
Clinic got a new building and it became Salvation Army.
They just
Well-
barely like it. sat empty
So
forever.
the Salvation Army used to have a really nice church down Front Street.
Yeah.
But they tore it down because there's a bunch of graves underneath the Salvation Army. They
Oh,
built
native graves?
Yeah, they built the church on top of them.
Oh.
So part of the deal for them tearing it down was the city was going to give them a different building they could have church in. This is the ball field. They don't ever play baseball, but
Oh, this is school.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
it's
high
high
school. This is their shop here,
Nice.
and then this is the main part of the building.
So do a lot of people just run around on ATVs?
No, not that many.
Nope.
There's a few.
There's just a
down, but
handful of ATVs around. Most people just got a little car or something.
Yeah.
There's not really. There's only 2.5 miles of road total. They just built this little canoe. This canoe
This
over
dugout?
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just built that.
Oh,
This,
who did? The high school students?
Yeah. Well, they had a guy from Haynes come actually
Oh, nice.
build it, and he worked with the kids.
Oh, that's nice.
That is
And
nice.
then built it together. So.
Two farm.
And that's the sewage. That's
Oh,
the
wow.
sewage treatment facility there.
That's the poop farm.
Yeah.
And you run, the towns run off of a generator.
Yep.
Like big cat,
Yep.
50
They got
kilowatt
cat
or whatever.
generators in there. Yep.
Nice.
This is teacher housing.
Yeah. There's some teacher housing there.
That's how they get the teachers to come in and like, you get free.
Well, they got to
They
have
don't
some
get
kind of
free-
housing because
they don't get
they
free
charge
housing.
them for it, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they have to
do.
have it because there's no place for anybody to. I mean, there's no places to rent here,
Yeah.
so they got to have something. This place used to be a museum. They're just now fixing it up again. They're gonna open it back up, I guess.
So that was a museum and there,
Yeah.
yeah. Looks like a salmon, eagle, beaver. I don't know if that's a frog. And that was the housing.
That was the housing back there. This is where they keep the fire trucks and ambulance in here.
Gotcha.
And the jail. They got They got 2 little jail cells in there.
we had
You
to
ever
wait.
been in it?
No.
No, with the
Why
winky
is that
face?
wide open?
And this is the A&B hall.
Doors are open.
What's the A and B hall?
Angoon Native Brotherhood. It's like
Oh.
just a big community building. They like hold the community Christmas party in there. And the other night on the 4th of July, they brought a band out, and there was a live band in there and stuff.
Nice.
That
So,
was fun.
so you guys got stuck there, basically, is what you're saying, because you couldn't get out.
Couldn't get out.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Warm Springs?
We had to wait like 4 extra hours.
Yep.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I figured there wouldn't be no cell service in there.
No, nothing. Oh, well, we're not short of ravens, are we?
No, they're everywhere.
Cluck, cluck. Oh. There's a good motorcycle right there.
Saying to my dad, he'd be like,
We'd see bears. Yeah, bears out here. But you said they don't come here no more.
"Have you seen any at the Warm Springs?
No.
I'll meet you at the plane float
Do I even know how to get there?
where you saw me earlier.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Then we can just hold it. Then we can just pack the gas down your boat from there.
Okay. Do you want my son to go with you and he can help tote stuff, or you want me just to park and I'll come up and get him?
Either way, it's fine.
No, I'll stay with him.
Okay.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Then we gotta get a picture together before he leaves, so I can send it to Bob.
Chernikoff?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Ashley, we got 2.5, 3 more hours to go. Let's hope it's a good 2.5, 3 hours. Let me take a moment and say this is what you call foreshadowing, because it did not get better. All right, well listen, we had such a great time with Jimmy, his wife and family. And a big thank you to you guys for showing us around Angoon.
Oh man,
We had a
come
great
back
time.
anytime.
We are going to
It's
come
awesome.
back. We met Brian. He's doing an off-grid thing here, so next time we come back, we'll come hang out with him.
Yeah.
And we'll plan on staying the night.
We'll go fishing.
Go
We'll go out to Brian's place and
Go do
drink
some-
some goat milk. And
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah. We gotta get a picture together.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, we had a great time with Jimmy. Now we're headed off to Hoonah. So anyways, we'll see you along the way. So what was supposed to take us 2 hours ended up taking us about 5 hours to get from Angoon to Hoonah. It was a little rough, but once we got past some of the bigger waves, everything kind of flattened out. We could get on top of things, and then we just scooted on into the harbor. Okay, cool. Thank you. Right, and here, Mama?
Said yellow signs.
Yellow signs on the dock.
Oh, that was rough. We pulled into Hoonah at almost 10 o'clock at night. But we didn't leave Angoon till 3. But man, Chatham Strait was just gnarly, and Icy Strait was gnarly. So
I think we're 6 foot, 7 foot seas.
Yeah, 5.
yeah,
6,
there was
7.
it was 5 footers, well maybe 4 footers with definitely some 6s and maybe a couple of 7s in there, because it was.
We were like, we
rode up some and then rode down some. I think we're gonna get a quick bite to eat and then go night and wake up first thing in the morning and go and explore Hoonah. So what's the name of this joint?
Fisherman's Daughter. Seems like everybody must order from here.
All right, well, we made it to Hoonah. We got in here about 10 o'clock last night. Had a good night's sleep. Now we're gonna go see what kind of trouble we can get into here. All right, so we've got a 35-minute, 1.7 mile if we want to go to Icy Strait Point. That's where we're going. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired. Trying to fit Angoon and Hoonah in one leg with the weather we had. We left Angoon at 5, got here at 10, so it took us a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So we didn't get to spend a whole lot of time in Hoonah, but we really want to go back and explore more. Hoonah has the largest Tlingit population out of all of Southeast Alaska, so we want to go there and see some of the totem carvers, the dugout carvers, just experience some of their rich history and culture, and we want to take you along with us. So unfortunately, there was no cruise ships in the area, so a lot of the stuff was closed down, but rest assured, we'll check and make sure cruise ships around. And I got a couple point of contacts that I will call up and make sure we are good to go, so we can talk to some friendly faces while we're there. Well, Icy Strait Point was closed down. Apparently it only opens up when there's cruise ships like at port. So I think we're gonna cut our Hoonah trip a little short. Well, don't worry, we're gonna come back here. We were gonna do the zip line, but everything's pretty much shut down. And the winds are supposed to pick up, so we're gonna try to skedaddle out of here and then come back at a later time and show you guys around Hoonah. Anyways, we'll take you back on the journey back home and see what kind of weather we run into. So on our way back, right before we got home, we came across a group of humpbacks that were bubble net feeding. Now, not all humpbacks bubble net feed, and these particular whales aren't even from the same pod, but every single year when they get to Alaska, they all meet up together and they perform what they call bubble feeding. And that's where they use their sounds and bubbles to circle around a big group of herring. So with the bubbles, they force all these herrings into this tight ball, and then inside that bubble circle, all these whales, there was 10 of them total, they come up with their mouths open and they just digest all these herring. It's a pretty amazing sight. If you ever come to Alaska, you are pretty much guaranteed to see a humpback. You may see an orca, but you rarely see these guys bubble net feeding. So it was a real treat for all of us, especially Ashley, because she's never seen it before.
You could just mount it on the brush. Look at that. Oh, geez, look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, so we are finished with the trip. We just got back to our island, picked up their bags. They've got a flight tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. So we're headed to Juneau and bed them down, and then I guess early in the morning we'll take them. Who's that? Oh, there they go. So Ashley, what was your favorite part?
The hot springs.
What was your least favorite part?
The rough water.
What was your favorite part?
Seeing my family.
Oh, he said the family.
man.
That's a good one. He's a liar, but that's a good one.
Your favorite part? The attitude.
Oh, yeah. His mama had a bad attitude. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Remember what I say, live free. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Signing off.
Bye.